Hi, it's Cynthia, and I'm here with a haul, which I know is unusual on this channel, but I think once again, because I know I've said this before, I'm going to go back to putting all of my videos on one channel, this channel, instead of Boris Basement, which is where I was putting my eBay and thrifting hauls, because I buy mostly collectibles. So I think it all belongs in one place, and I can't keep watching two channels. So I hope you'll stick around, or if you came over here in the first place, that you'll follow me to see the cool things that we pick up at estate sales and thrift stores, because we are addicted. And most of what you see, unless I tell you otherwise, is for sale on our eBay store, or will be, borisbasement.com. Not borisbasement.com, borisbasement on ebay.com. So we went to two sales today, and you'll see some very specific categories. Both of the places we visited were collectors of a certain type, and most of what you see came from one place. I just realized that now, and you'll be able to see what they did. Now let me show you one big thing that didn't fit in the picture. Get it in here. So this is a tote bag from the Ronald Reagan Library, and it says Air Force One. I assume it's the Ronald Reagan Library. I just realized it says Reagan Library, but I'm guessing that's what it means, because that's around here. And because of that, we do tend to find collectibles from that museum. I do have to laugh. This thing was filthy. It's still kind of filthy. You can see it a little bit when we found it. And my husband started cleaning it off, and it started to make it really look nice. And I said, stop cleaning it, because she's going to charge us more if it's clean. So she charged us $3, and I think if we had left it dirty, she probably would have charged us too. It's a really nice tote bag. A couple other tall things I'll show you quickly. Oh gosh, and I think I might have to divide this in two. We also picked up this Frank Sinatra program. So as you'll see and can tell from this, the woman was a Frank Sinatra collector. She had a lot of things. We didn't buy everything. We left a lot of it behind. I like I like programs. This one sadly has a little bit of wear and tear, but it's nice, and it looks like it sells for maybe $10 on eBay. I think it's from the 90s. Wait, is that right? Could it be from the 90s? You know, I assumed it was from an actual concert of his, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it might not be. I think it might be like a brochure from like a museum tour or something. Anyway, I don't know, it's got a lot of really nice pictures in it, and I'll figure out what it's from. I don't think, now I look at it, again, I don't look at things too closely like this when I buy them, because they're so inexpensive. I just grab them and just get it. I will say she charged, my other favorite eBay thrifting thing to do is I load most of what I'm doing in a bag, mostly because I can't carry it all. And usually the thrift store people the estate sale people will just let you buy the whole bag for a certain amount of money rather than go through each piece by piece. So it's a good way to get all kinds of little tchotchkes. I picked up for myself No Bed of Roses, Joan Fontaine's autobiography, mostly because she was in Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, or with Irwin Allen's Voyage, and there's a hysterical line in here about how she had to work on that horrendous Irwin Allen movie because she needed the money. Too funny. So I bought that to read for myself. So now let's get into what we've got here. So the Frank Sinatra Palooza continues. My husband actually bought these to keep for himself. Cassettes, Frank Sinatra in the Wee Small Hours, Songs for Swingin' Lovers, and Frank Sinatra Collector Series. So these two particularly look like cassette versions of old records. I don't know if these are actually what era they're from, but it doesn't matter because he's not going to sell them. He's keeping them because he's really big on stuff like that. We did get to sell, and I would watch them, but they're sealed. Two Frank Sinatra DVDs that are completely sealed. Frank Sinatra Concert for the Americas, and, oops, watch the glare, Sinatra at Carnegie Hall. And as I said, I would watch these, but I don't want to open them because that'll ruin the value. I have no idea what they're worth. Again, I didn't look them up. eBay I think there was some hacking going on in the world today. eBay was not doing well while we were out shopping, but they were $1 each, and I wasn't going to leave behind sealed concert DVDs for $1. I'm sure someone will want them for at least $1. So those look nice. Or worst case, I'll open them and use them. The other Frank Sinatra thing we got that I paid up a little bit for was this. Gosh, I figure out how to get the glare off. Maybe that way? Let's try one more time. Not gonna happen. This needs a little cleanup. It's a Frank Sinatra music box. Gosh, I don't know why I can't get the glare. And it's a little weird because when you open it, it's you can't actually put anything in here. It's a little odd. And then you can see it's a Franklin Mint, and it's a limited edition, and it's got, you know, it's numbered. She charged us $5 for it. Another box in this series, the Witchcraft one, has been selling for only about $10 on eBay. This one people have up on auction for a lot higher price, but none of them has sold. So that either means, I don't know, they're not really worth anything. But again, for $5, it was cute. I didn't want to leave it behind. I do have a feeling we overpaid for it, which is a shame because it's a lovely little piece. So Frank Sinatra music box. Let's see what time we got. So the other thing I picked up a couple things for myself. So the person who had the Frank Sinatra collection was also a huge collector of all things Anglophile. Is that what you call it? British, Scottish, Irish, everything. So I found this candle made in Scotland. Gorgeous. Still in the package. Lovely candle, which we're going to burn ourselves. It's a beautiful gold. It's got a little bit of, you know, dings and damage to it, but I basically got it for free because I threw it in the bag with the other stuff, and it's a candle from Scotland. I thought it'd be kind of fun. I visited Scotland once when I was a teenager. We'll save that one for later. The other thing I bought for myself, so this came from two different places. So we found a box full of seashells. Now, I used to collect seashells as a child in New Jersey. You can't find them anymore on the beach. I don't know if it's a California thing or it's just how it is these days. They're hard to find. But it was a beautiful box of shells. They do, I think they were made for crafting because most of them have holes in them, which is often a sign that they were designed to be strung for crafting, or they came off of something. But they were still awfully pretty. And they do sell on eBay, but what I really wanted was I wanted a box for myself. I do collect bits of shells that I find on the beach every time we go and bring those home. So I'll probably add my shells to these. This little bowl, which is so lovely, came from the other estate sale for $1. She charged me $5 for the shells, which again I think was a little bit more than I probably should have paid, but I got sentimentally attached. And the bowl was $1. So together, how lovely. Beautiful, beautiful set. And that's going to go on my coffee table. And we're getting up to the point where I'm going to stop this and put part 2 up because my iPad doesn't like it when I go over 8 minutes. Be back in a minute.